Hello, I'm Simon. Welcome back to the workshop. Now, today I'm using my wide-angle lens, which gives me really long arms, which is a great effect, but nothing to do with woodworking. So I apologise if the view is slightly distorted. And the reason I've done that is so that you can see the table and you can see me talking as well at the same time. Now, if you watch this channel regularly, you'll know that I've made a few everyday carry items that I keep in my pockets. I made this slim wallet. I made a nice wooden pen and this nice wooden sleeve torch. And I thought today that I would add to these items with a USB stick. Now I happen to have this little USB stick where the casing has broken off and just left the circuit board, and I thought that this would make a good candidate for turning it into a USB stick that matches my other everyday carry items. So let's get tinkering. Now you might remember this piece of teak from my letter holder build. I'm going to use a small piece of this for the case of my USB stick. So I'll start by chopping a small piece off of this piece of lumber, and then I'll slice it to make it a little thinner. Now miraculously I found that piece of wood, but just to be cautious I've added a little piece of masking tape just to close the throat up so that no more falls down. At least that's the intention. Now I only need 2 of these, but at least I've got a selection to choose from. Now this USB stick needs to stick out this end so you can plug it into the computer. And I'm thinking it needs to go about here, so I'm going to draw around it so I know the bit that I need to chisel out. I'll do the same on another piece. And I'm thinking the best way to hold this while chiseling is to use my bench hook in combination with a little bit of hot glue. Now these recesses will be on the inside, so I don't need to be overly neat, but it's a good opportunity to do a little bit of practice. I'm going to start by just marking the lines with my marking knife, and I'll follow up with the chisel. Obviously this piece of wood is very thin, it's about 2 millimeters thick, so I need to be quite gentle with the chisels. So I've got these chiseled out and I just need to pry them off of the bench hook. So I've got this fitting nicely, and I'm now going to glue it all together before I finish shaping it and so on. Now I guess it might be better to glue the chip in after I've finished making the wooden piece, but I think that might be quite difficult, so I'm going to glue it all now, and we'll just have to be careful to make sure that we don't get too much dust onto the contacts and that we don't damage the chip whilst we're finishing this project. I've marked the shape I want this to be, and I'm going to drill a hole that I can eventually put a key ring through. And I can now sand it to shape. I now just need to finish it off by hand sanding. And I'm using my detailed sanding sticks. You'll be able to find a video for this in the video description. I've stuck the USB stick onto another stick just so I can hold it a bit easier, and I've coated it with friction polish. And once the friction polish is dry, I'll begin buffing it up on this buffing pad. So the thing we'll want to know is, does it work? Yes, it does. So my list of everyday carry items is not complete yet, but it does now include a USB stick. If you've enjoyed this video, then please leave a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, then please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
The DIY tinkerer has left the building.